没有号码？你看啊。
人均啊，
喂，第一台不能录了。
他们那边没有号码，
对啊。
不过我觉得还好，就写在那个前面就好了，我觉得还好。现在多一道多少？
太短，
什么太短？
那个，太短，
要不看。
Okay. Good morning and welcome back. Long time no see.
下次用整个。
Yeah. Our winter vacation is much longer than we expected. Okay. Today I will first introduce the course material of our second semester. And I will spend some time to talk about new coronavirus and precaution. Okay, first we will record our course here, as you can see. Yeah, over there. Okay. We will upload the material to YouTube. So, in case you feel uncomfortable and cannot show up, you still can study the material. Okay, online, not in classroom. Okay, first, I will ask you to open the windows. Open the windows. Not a curtain, but windows. Just windows. Not curtains, just windows. Yes, just windows. Make sure the ventilation is good. Okay. Because of the coronavirus, we should be careful. So before we start, I will ask you some questions. First, actually, a question will be shown here. Okay, TA, please come here. Come to the front. Okay, this is the health declaration form for new or novel coronavirus. Precautionary measures. First, write your name and student ID first. This is not a test. Not a test, so don't worry. Just to make sure everybody is safe. So it's not a test. First, write your name and your student ID. Second, please write down your seat ID to your upper right. You will have a seat ID. Okay? If you do not have a seat ID, just write 00, 00. Okay, your seat ID is 00. Then your phone number, your cell phone number, or any message to contact you, and 1 or 2 or 3 close friends. Why? In case you got some fever or you come uncomfortable, you can stay at home. It's okay. Self-management is very important for new coronavirus. So you can stay at home, but we should keep in contact with you. Okay? Make sure you are okay. You are safe. So if we cannot contact you, we may ask your friend, ask 1 or 2 your close friend, your status, your health condition. So write your phone number and close friend, 1 or 2 or 3, up to you, in Chinese or English. Okay, it's not a test. Okay? It's not hurry. Take your time. Okay, next one. Have you had symptoms such as fever, cough, or shortness of breath during the past 14 days? For those who have and took medications, please choose yes. The first one is fever, cough, and shortness of breath. If you have no such symptom, okay, just choose no. Next item. Have you been to China, Hong Kong, Macau, Korea, Singapore, Japan, Thailand, Italy, or Iran in the past 1 month? If you've been to those countries, please say yes and tell us your schedule. I have been to some countries from some days to the other days. If not, just choose no. Go to that country, have been to that countries. Okay, next one. Did you come in close contact with anyone who has been to contact? This time is contact. The previous questions have been to 有去过那个国家，那这个只是 have close contact with anyone who have been to China, Hong Kong, Macau, Korea, Singapore, Thailand, Japan, Italy, or Iran in the past 1 month. If yes, tell us when. Okay. If not, just tell us no. Okay? Please cooperate and fill this form honestly. First one, if you have fever, you have coughing, and shortness of breath, you can stay at home. Okay, you don't have to come here. Self-health management is extremely important. Okay, for new coronavirus. Okay, last one, sign your name and the day, March the 3rd, 2020. Okay. Anything okay? Okay, and then return your papers to me, to the front.两位助教帮忙检查有没有一些有症状的什么。Everybody is very healthy. We are in pretty good shape, so I can take off the mask. It's very difficult to speak with the mask, and very uncomfortable with this one. So I'm happy to take this out. Okay. Since you have a seat number here, your upper right, you have a seat number. So during this semester, try to sit in the same seat number. Okay. The purpose of sit in the same seat number is to make sure if someone is infected, you know how to home quarantine. 居家隔离应该要是哪些人 ？That's it. That's the purpose. For example, if a professor or TA got some symptom, I will ask you to stay at home. Everybody should be self-quarantined. Okay, that's the purpose. So try your best to sit in the same seat number. Okay, during this semester. Okay, let's move on. This is electrodynamics. Welcome back. First, I would like to say you are very courageous. You are very brave because last semester the fail rate is about 30%. Extremely high. I don't like the number because 30% is too high to me. To me, yes, I don't like it. So I need you to do me a favor. I need your cooperations. Let's try to minimize the fail rate to 10% or 5%. Okay? 10% is, or 5% is okay. Okay? Cooperate. Try to minimize the fail rate to 5%. That's my goal. That means maybe just 1 or 2 will fail. So it's pretty good. Right now, total number of enrollment is 48. It's a pretty good size for me. 40 less than 50, that means it's not very crowded. Okay? So I will remember your face and your name. 40 is okay, 50 is okay, no problem. Okay? So I will try my best to remember your face and your name. That means I will have a better contact with you. Better interaction with you. Okay? This semester, we will have a better context. Okay, first, this is electrodynamics second semester and spring semester. This is my telephone number and email address. And my office hour is every Tuesday and Thursday, 1 to 3 p.m. 1 to 3 p.m. So if you have any question, you are welcome to come to my office without reservation. You don't have to make an appointment. You can come to my office directly after this course. Okay? Thursdays and Tuesdays. Thursday and Tuesdays, 1 to 3 p.m. Okay, unfortunately, this semester, 2 o'clock, not this semester, today, 2 o'clock, I have another meeting over there. Okay, so you are welcome to come 1 to 2 o'clock. Okay, before 2 o'clock. My office is physics building, room 417. Okay, this semester we have a new TA. This is the old TA, 蔡点学. Please raise your hand. Okay, that's the first TA. The second TA is Xu Hongjun. That's a new TA. Okay, our old TA, he will be graduate very soon, in 1 month. Got his PhD degree. That's why he cannot be here. Okay, Cai Zhenghong, he cannot be here because he will graduate very soon, in 1 month. His oral defense will be, in 1 month. Okay, so we will have 2 TAs, and these 2 TA will, you should remember their face. Try your best to remember their name and face. Their name and face. Okay? That will help you a lot. So TA are very important. Okay, next one. Actually, the description of this course is quite similar to the previous course. Electromagnetism in 2 courses before. We studied electromagnetism over and over again for undergraduate course, such as general physics, such as electromagnetism. And here we study this electrodynamics again. We study this course again and again because it's very important. Just because it's very important. It can be used in many, many fields. That's why we study this course over and over again, but from different viewpoints. When you are freshman The general physics, electromagnetism, just tell you some phenomena. This phenomenon, that phenomena, such as Lenz's law, such as like charge will repel and like charge will attract, some simple phenomena. But for a sophomore, you learn some new techniques, like calculus. So calculus allow you to write the equation in differential form. Let's simplify, let's make the physics much more clear. Okay? So with the powerful tool, that's mathematics tool, we can analyze, we can study the physics in more detail. So mathematics are quite important. Therefore, in the last semester, we tell you some powerful tools such as the green function. Green function will solve the electrostatic case, electromagnetic case, and even the electromagnetic problems, electrostatic, magnetostatics, and electromagnetic problems. Give you a much complete picture how to use the green function. Just an idea. Okay, how to use the green function. And green function can be expressed in different coordinates, such as Cartesian coordinate, cylindrical coordinates, spherical coordinates. And each coordinates, we will correspond to different spatial functions. Okay, so we will study the green function in spherical, in cylindrical coordinates, in different coordinates. That's the major difficulties, because mathematics is not easy. Spatial function is difficult. I totally agree with you. It's not that easy. Okay, and homeworks are very difficult. In most of the case, very difficult. Okay, so that's why I took this course 3 times. 3 times, personally. I took this course 3 times. The first time is under senior, and second is master student for the first year, and third time is the PhD students, first year. I took this course 3 times. I have different feeling, feeling. The first time, I just studied the mathematics only. I know nothing about the physics, because the professor just tells us how to solve the equations without telling us how to apply this case. Because he's an expert in cosmology, he don't know how to apply. But he is very good at the mathematics. That's the first time. So the first time, I just studied how to solve without understanding the physics behind. The second time, the professor is familiar with electrodynamics, and he gives us a lot of applications. He tells us how to apply this case. And the third time, the professor is an expert in electrodynamics, and he is a pretty good teacher, excellent teacher. Professor EDII received outstanding teaching award that year, because he teach electrodynamics very well, very systematically. Okay, so I got different feelings for 3 times. That doesn't mean I encourage you to take this course over and over again. No. I just tell you, actually, I took this course for 3 times, but every time my score is A+. Every time is A+, but the feeling is completely different. Okay, that means this course is difficult, and it takes time to gradually familiar with the language, gradually familiar with the materials. It takes time. And for example, this semester we will cover chapter 8, 9, 10, 11, and 14. And chapter 9 and 10, I'm familiar with these two chapters because we have some research, ongoing research related to these two chapters recently. Okay. Because of that, we have a better understanding about the course material. Okay, so it takes time. Take a much longer time than we expected. Okay. So don't worry too much. You will have a chance to familiar with the material of this course. The textbook is Jackson, okay, the 3rd edition. And we will still recommend you to study Griffiths, the Introduction to Electrodynamics, the 3rd edition. And Feynman lecture, once again, it's pretty good in physics. Because Feynman studied this electrodynamics from different viewpoints. So Feynman lecture will be a pretty good material for you. It's a reference material. Okay, our timing will be every Tuesday and Thursday from, I think it's the same, 10:10 to 11:30. This will be for lecturing, and from 11:30 to 12 o'clock, we will be used for, others may be used for Q&A or quiz, or TA will answer some questions for you. So this semester we will use different strategies. Strategy is, I will give you a clear, I will show you every course TA will answer 1 to 2 questions, 1 to 2 homeworks, 1 to 2 selected homeworks. Okay, for one course. And classroom, right now we will still use this classroom. If this classroom is fully occupied, it's very crowded. Right now we are very lucky. We roughly about 50. So 50 is a pretty good number, not very crowded. Okay, pretty good number. Okay, I like this number very much, but not too much. Not too much, the number, not too many. Sorry, not too many. 50 is okay. Okay, so we will still stay in this classroom unless the new classroom is ready. If this new classroom is ready, then probably we will move back to the physics department and become the first user. Okay? Okay, so stay here or move to the new classroom. And we will have homeworks, but you don't have to return the homeworks to TA or me. No, you don't have to, but you have to practice. I think the best way to learn, to familiar with electrodynamics is doing the homework. That's the best way to familiar with electrodynamics. Just practice practice makes excellent. So you got to practice over and over again. Some of the homework problems might be appeared in the exam in slightly different form. Okay, so homeworks maybe 50% or 60% maybe. Okay, that's the best way to test your understanding about this course. So we will starting from the homework, selected homework. So this is very important. The conduct of the class, lecture note will be projected sequentially, one by one. Every class, 80 minutes. 80 minutes. We probably will cover 9 pages only, not too much. 9 to 2 pages. 9 to 10 pages only, not too much. Okay. Lecture note will be projected sequentially on the screen during the class. We will emphasize the physical concepts. Physical concepts are very important. Algebraic details in the lecture note will be skipped sometimes. But sometimes I think it's very important. I will show you how to calculate, how to derive the equations. And questions are encouraged. So you can ask questions. I strongly encourage you to ask questions to slow me down. Okay? You can ask simple questions in English or Chinese. It's okay, no problem. Okay, it's assumed that the student have at least gone through the algebra in the lecture notes before attending class. It's very important. So I just give you the electronic version of our lecture notes. You can, is that right? You can study the electronic version of the lecture note on ILMS. Lecture notes. Just, actually not too much. I'll show you later. Not too much, maybe skip. Okay, let me show you the lecture note. Lecture note. Okay, for example, I'm sorry, it looks very small somehow. Lecture note, all the introductory material is shown here for the first 2 pages. And then, chapter 8, chapter 9, chapter 10, chapter 11, and eventually chapter 14. So look at this number. Just 72. 72. Each page is comprised of 4 slides. Okay? Each page is comprised of 4 slides, but just 72. Looks very small. Okay. So I don't want to scare you. The material looks just a little. So you have sufficient time to study